again, Pepe Herrera from Sweden. First of all, I'd like to ask you to introduce yourself. What are you doing and what's your profession and your experience in the youth field?
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, as you say, Pepe Herrera is my name. I will say that I'm an European citizen, born in Spain, but I have been living in Sweden for 20 years now. So I'm a love immigrant. So, and I really like Sweden, so it's really nice here. I have been working in the youth work field for almost 30 years. When I was trying to count, I'm getting old, so it's a lot of years now. I'm doing a lot of different things, working with from the beginning, from summer camps and things like that, but youth information quite a lot, youth centers. Now I'm working in a municipality. You can see behind me, called Lidingö. It's a municipality, it's an island, as you see, but the good thing is that we are communicating. I don't know if you see the bridge, but there is a bridge, and yes, you go directly to the capital of Sweden, to Stockholm, just on the other side of the bridge. So it's really, really nice. It's a municipality with own identity, but at the same time, we are in the middle of the city as well. But in this conference, I'm representing a collaboration between different municipalities, mainly in the Stockholm area. So we are 14 municipalities that were trying to increase the capacity and the expertise of the youth workers in the area. And about my focus, I would say that I have been working a lot with inclusion, trying to, how can you say, trying to offer, I think it's really important for young people to get information about their rights, to know what are their rights, and to get access to different possibilities that there is. And in that way, get access to participation and to develop themselves or the society. I think it's really important. Yeah.
And do you offer qualification or knowledge for professionals or for volunteers too?
We work in the different municipalities. Most of them are professional. There are people who are working full-time or part-time with this. Most of the people has qualifications already. There is a qualification in Sweden for youth workers, but not all of them. And the thing with the center, we are trying to implement trainings and seminars, things like that, to raise this qualification and the quality of the youth work that they are doing in the centers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what can we learn from Sweden? Which successes and strengths in youth work could your country share to enrich the debate and practice in Europe?
I think that one good point is the tradition. There have been a tradition for a long time in Sweden about youth centers, about creating spaces and possibilities for young people. So I think that has been something really important. Then something that we work a lot from the center at this all our member municipalities is to have a proactive approach in youth work, based in a trust on the individuals, in the young people, and trying to support them and empower them in their life. And something that I was thinking during this conference is about, of course, we are working with non-formal learning, and as the name same, learning is a big part of this and the development and the growth of the person. But something that we point a lot is this learning is always based in a voluntary participation of the individuals. This usually is based in relationships, fun. You are having fun during the process. I think it's important. We are talking about the leisure time of the young people. We are talking about the time that they outside the standard of the school and of the other standards. You can build your own identity based in your passion, in your interest. So it's when they can enjoy their lives in some way. So I think that's really important as well in our approach. Yeah.
And you mentioned the youth centers. Are there youth centers in your rural areas too, or just only in towns or cities?
Yeah, they are in rural areas as well, but of course they have the challenge about the areas that of course in town is easy to have different youth centers. It's easy for young people to move from one center to the other, is to reach. And of course in rural areas this is a problem when you have to travel maybe 100 kilometers to go to a youth center. But I think
That's a lot.
youth center as well in rural areas. Yes.
Which would you say are the three main challenges for youth work in your country?
I think I heard someone to say that COVID-19 is like a kind of accelerator for everything that happens in society, and I think it's a good thing, because I mean challenge. I think one is inclusion, and I mean if usually you are saying that society, different groups in society, and young people as well, are getting the gaps at getting bigger and bigger. Now when COVID-19 is coming now, I think we will see the effects as well, that this is going to accelerate and the difference are going to become bigger. And I think that's a challenge. The other one is, as usual, the continuity in the youth work. The continuity, to having this constancy in the youth work, to having resources, to not only work in a project base, but working in a long term, I think is important as well. And the third one, I think, is the digital transformation. Mm-hmm. I think it's really important. I'm really happy that this conference is taking a lot about this, because and when you were talking about the challenge in the rural areas as well, I think the digital transformation can help us with a lot. But I think we have to be careful, not just to be online, but use it as a tool for transformation, for real, for offering opportunity for young people, not just offering the same thing online, and participation in some way. Yeah.
So where do you see the greatest needs for further development of youth work?
I was trying to check in the aims of this youth work.
The agenda?
Yeah, exactly, the agenda. And of course, everything is really important. You check the 8 aims, everything is important and it's connected. But I think from our perspective in the local and regional, but based in the local youth work, I think this point about the provision of youth work, the accessibility to youth work for young people. And then, of course, the other one is this youth work should be quality youth work. It should be planned, it should have goals, it should have resources as well. I think it's really important. And in order to get this, I think it's going to be really interesting to see the implementation of the agenda through the bond process. It's going to be really interesting to follow. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
So, and what kind of support do you expect or do you need from Europe or in Europe for your work?
I think excuse me, I'm a good fan of Europe. So of course, and I think Europe can offer us a lot of things, and the main this kind of frameworks that it can be laws, it can be the recommendation that we already have, and offer us structures just like this one, like meeting for dialogue to exchange best practice is really, really good. And of course the youth programs, that I'm really happy to hear that they are going to get more budgets, and in that way offer more opportunities for young people. And in that way, I think as well the European Union can in some way engage the national level and the local level and point out in which direction we should work. So, and I think it can be It can be through guiding, it can be by budget, it can be by education, so it can be in different ways, but to point out a little bit the way. So
Thomas Anderson, I spoke to him yesterday from
sorry?
Thomas Anderson.
Yeah.
Anderson.
Yeah.
And he told me that in Sweden, even the local level, even people on the local level are very aware of what happens in European youth work, and try to be inspired or to learn from other countries. Can you agree?
Yeah, I think so. Of course, you have to think that Sweden is a small country, really. We are 10 million inhabitants. So it's not so big, and of course it's a big inspiration to see what was happening in other countries. Now, for example, with the pandemic, we have a different situation in Sweden. We have been working as usual, almost, no really, but quite a lot. But now we are seeing that a lot of countries have developed their digital service for young people in like that much. So it's really interesting to see that, and of course, why should we start to think how can we do it when some college in Europe already manage and manage really well. So we can learn a lot from them. So absolutely, yeah.
So my last question: what do you expect from the implementing process of the European youth work agenda, the Bonn process?
Yeah. I'm really happy because I can hear that from the previous meetings, we have a lot of documents, a lot of discussion already, so we can carry on. And now I think they were talking the first day, it's time for action. So I think it's going to be this implementation. I see, for example, in our national level now, the Swedish delegation is a really blended group. So I'm really happy with that. And people really professional. And I think just to get start this dialogue at the national level, okay, how can we put in a national level these things that we are talking in this convention? So I think just that we start with this dialogue is really good for us, and I expect the best, of course, to come to the local level as well, and we are going to follow up this implementation.
So I wish you good luck.
Yes.
And success, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.